I want to talk about that new Yoshi game for the Switch 2. Don't scroll away. Please just hang on there. I was also skeptical of this game when I first heard about it, but I'm a lot more into the idea once I got a closer look. Jeff Becklar went into New York City to see the game. He played it. He showed off aspects of it to me and the rest of the crew over on Giant Bomb. You can watch that now. But I'll say I'm more interested because it's not trying to be the same kind of game that these Yoshi games always are since Yoshi's Island. You know, Yoshi's Island is one of the best platformers on the Super Nintendo. People differ in opinion on that, but those people are also called wrong. But since then, all of the Yoshi follow-ups have been lackadaisical, run-to-the-goal platformers. The idea just like get Yoshi to the end of the stage, and if you want to explore a little bit to find some secrets, you can do so. My excitement level is different for this game just because all of those have been so samey and low stakes and boring. But this one changes that because I think it's leaning into that idea of being a laid-back kind of game. So what is the key? What's the sort of crux of Mysterious Book? This time, Yoshi's a little bit more of a scientist. He goes into these pages that have these weird creatures in them, and then Yoshi interacts with the creatures. They're not even really enemies. They're just sort of wild animals that have all these different abilities. And then it's up to Yoshi and you as the player to interact with these creatures to see what they can do, and then maybe what else they can do if they were to interact with other creatures. There's one creature that blows bubbles out of his mouth, but if you run with the character, because he's this like, you know, bubble head guy that has a hole through his head, if you run, the wind sort of catches all the bubbles and sends a bunch of bubbles in the air, and you can jump from one to the next to help you platform. It's like doing science, it's like doing research to the point that when you leave the stage, you leave the level, and you've discovered one of these new creatures, the game gives you the chance to name them yourself. The interactions remind me almost of like Breath of the Wild's chemistry system. It's really interesting to see that applied here. And then the naming the characters and then leaning into the laid back aspect of the game makes it feel like the cozy platformer, which is something I didn't realize I would be excited about, but I kind of am. I don't think this is going to match the majesty that was Yoshi's Island, this excellent game near the end of the Super Nintendo, but this is definitely a cool new direction, I think, for these games that sets it apart from the Kirby games that are also for a younger audience.